Hey, what's going on? My name is Owen Rensland. I scaled my company to over six figures, multi six figures a year online. And I wanted to show you guys how I went from zero all the way to where I am today through my whole life through a series of pictures and lessons and learnings. And in this video today, you're going to understand fully about how I got to my current situation today. In order to understand how I got to where I am today, we need to go all the way back in time to when I was a kid. So this is a video of me online. I hope nobody finds it, but it's a YouTube video that I can't really move and get rid of. That is me doing challenges with a friend of mine. And I've always been posting YouTube videos. Like, I was posting this video when I was like, I don't even know how old I was here. I was in elementary school, obviously. Probably third grade, maybe fourth grade. And I was posting YouTube videos because I wanted to be a YouTuber. Didn't everyone want to be a YouTuber? And so I went through my childhood pretty smoothly. Look at this handsome guy right there. And essentially I moved out to Grand Haven. This is a super cringy picture, so I'm sorry that you have to see this. And I was a gamer. I was a huge gamer. I had a big gaming setup. I had mics. I had monitors. I was on Discord 24/7. I even played Wizard games. Like, you name it, I was playing it. Whether it's, Rust, Fortnite. I got really damn good at some games. I posted YouTube videos and I did all this stuff. And I don't aid much of my success today because of that back then, but I will say that it is quite interesting. So I was a pretty big gamer. I had a big PC and all that stuff, and I started to work out. This is the pictures I took when I was about 2 weeks into working out, so maybe a month. So this is really, really fresh. And I thought, this is awesome. I want to work out. I want to get strong, get big. I'm sick of being so skinny as a little kid. And so I started to work out then, and I started to, go outside more, hang out with my friends, do more stuff. I started to grow up, meet people, started to make some bad habits. I started to drum, and I took that pretty seriously. I almost applied for some world-class groups because I was pretty damn good at it. And it kind of shows that, like, once I put my mind to something, I could be really good at it, whether it was gaming, whether it was drumming, right? I never really stopped gaming until, more recently in my life. But I started to pick up some bad habits, whether that be drinking, getting messed up. Does my face look sober there? No, shouldn't. And then around this time, maybe a little bit before then, I got a girlfriend, my first girlfriend, and that started to kind of slowly change the course of my life. And what I mean by that is I started to become more introspective because I had someone I wanted to, like, be better for, right? I wanted to improve. And I had, like, a reason for self-improvement then. And so I kind of just started to, like, ask myself, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? How am I doing this? What's the point of this? And that was kind of the shifting moment for me there. So around this time, I started to party more. This was, like, early high school. We would go to dumb places, and people steal Pokemon cards, and go to college campuses nearby, host fight clubs. Just me announcing right there. I look so happy. Hang out with friends, make some great memories, but also make some stupid decisions. And around this time, I got into shoes. So I've always been pretty entrepreneurial. I just didn't really know it at the time. All of my friends started to, like, they were talking about how much money they were making. They're like, oh, you should sell shoes. You should do this or that because it's online. And so I started to do that. I would start to enter draws. Me and my friends would enter drops during class, during high school, and try to win these shoes. And I remember this is the first pair I won, which was a terrible pair, not worth very much. But I started to buy and sell some sneakers, and that got me my first, few $100s to my name, basically, because I had no job at this point, right? So this is my first time I smoked weed. I took a picture of it. So slowly starting to, transform my life into a bad way, right? And this didn't really stop here. Made more great memories with friends, was smoking, doing dumb stuff. But I started to slowly make, more and more money from shoes. And so I had a pretty big collection, and then I was like, okay, let's get into betting. So I started to do sports betting, and I can tell you I made no money. So I always had this, like, conscious thing in my back of my mind. I was like, okay, I need to make money somehow. I need to be more, because YouTube didn't work out as a kid. Gaming didn't work out. Drumming didn't work out. So what now? Shoes didn't work out. And so I continued to party, continued to make stupid memories that I cherish but regret. And then around this time, I got a job at Fish Window Cleaning, where I was starting to clean windows for a company. Now, this is when I first started to earn more and more money, right? I was making a few $100s a week. I was more happy with it. You know, I could do what I wanted. I could pay for my gas now and also sell some more shoes in the meantime. And also around this time, I started to go to like some nicer places because I wanted to kind of experience how it is living above my means, right? So I could start like, nowadays I know like why I was doing that, you know, because I wanted to get onto that like lifeline or whatever. But I used to do that, you know, go to some nicer places, spend some more money because I had a little bit of cash to spend just to kind of feel how it felt to be successful. And around then, I was like, okay, this window cleaning job's great, but it's going nowhere. I'm getting treated like shit. I'm not making any money. And so I started my own business. This is my first ever business, quote unquote. And what it was is a little power washing business. The reason why I chose this is because my friend was doing a power washing business. And I was like, you're doing a power washing business. You're starting to make some money on it. Like, I want to do it. So I copied him and just changed the areas of where I worked. And I didn't go through with it because power washing sucks. But after that, I was like, okay, so I can't do power washing. I didn't really be successful with that. So let's go get another job. Because fish sucked. I didn't want to clean windows. And I definitely didn't want to power wash because I got no jobs. You know, I was putting out flyers, doing this and that, and nothing really worked. And so I got a job at a car wash, started to, you know, hang out with the guys and sit in a car wash all day. And what this did for me is give me hours a day where I just sat there and thought, like literally sat there and thought, because I had nothing to do. I couldn't really go on my phone. I couldn't do this or that. And I just sat there, thought the whole day. And eventually, I don't know where it came from, but I was like, why don't I just start my own window cleaning business? I know how to do it. I've done it before. I know how to get jobs, I think. And so I found a YouTuber, plus some fun memories and stuff. And I found a YouTuber that showed me how to clean windows and start your own window cleaning business. So I started one called Pure Glide Window Cleaning. Now, I got the equipment. My parents were testing it out. They were thinking it's pretty cool. So I started to hire out some of my friends to do some cleaning for me while I did some door-to-door sales. And before I knew it, I was making thousands of dollars. Like multiple $1,000 days. And this was during high school. And I was a junior, I believe. And I had like a little business card here. And that's what we did, right? We cleaned a bunch of windows. We went out all day during the day in the summers. I did door-to-door sales for 7 to 8 hours every single day just to get a ton of jobs, a ton of cash. And while I was doing more sales, they were doing more cleaning. This was my first taste of like success. I was like, holy cow, I made $1,000 today. I walked up to my dad's room. I was like, Dad, I made $1,000 today. He's like, no way. And then, of course, he said some stuff about taxes or something. And I'm like, okay, great. But basically, like, this was heaven. This was my first taste of, like, wow, making money is really easy. You just need to do the right thing. And so what I did is I slowly started to fall off, right? I had money. I had friends. I had fun. I had all these experiences. And I slowly started to fall back into a place that I wanted. Some of these memories are super fun. Like pickleball is awesome, obviously. But like we were partying a bunch. We were drinking. I was crashing out. I was losing my relationship as well. And I think the reason why is because I started to slowly lose myself, you know. And this happened, and this was literally my hometown. Like how, like it was insane, right? And so this started to happen. I started to lose myself. I started to crash out, and you know, I was making money and the people around me were like, holy cow, bro, how are you making so much? I'm like, you know, but I was working my ass off. Like every single day. I would wake up early as hell, drive out there. I couldn't even fucking open my eyes, knocking doors, knock, knock, knock. Hundreds a day. And figure out a new area every morning and like keep going. And I did that for a while. Like I did that for all of the summer and it was brutal. And I was like, there's got to be a better way. And I saw an Iman Gadzhi video, like, I don't know, literally probably my sophomore year. And I always had this thought in the back of my head. I'm like, I want to start an online business. I'm going to start this marketing agency. It's going to crush it. I'm going to do it. But I'm just going to do it after the window cleaning's done. So that's what I did. I waited until after the window cleaning season, after the summer, and I started to work. So I started to work more on myself. I started to lift more. I started to, because I was pretty skinny. I'm still pretty skinny. And I went on Fiverr. I got a logo. Had some options here. I was like, okay, I want to start a business. Bridge Link Media, like to link people together, connect them, bridge. And I started to get some appointments, right? I started to get, like just a few appointments, and I was still in high school at this point. And I started to start selling to people, start hiring some people here and there, and started to post, some videos online, and started to, take sales call meetings. And I got my first client, and he sent me merch. This was awesome. He sent me merch, and I started to slowly get my life on track. Started to read more. Started to focus on what really mattered, which was changing myself and removing my old ways in order to become the new person that will actually be able to achieve my goals. So that's what I did. And now we take the arrow over. I started to work excessively hard. I started to have 10 meetings every day. I started to make a shit ton of money online. I was having $4,500 days. And I just finished high school. So this was like the summer right after high school when I started to really make a lot. I ran paid ads, recorded them on my roof. I was having, 8 to 12 appointments every single day. I started to make new friends in WhatsApp group chats that I'd never even seen before. I didn't even have WhatsApp before then. And I started to slowly shift my life into one that was completely different. And I started to travel. I started to network. I started to go to Europe, my first time out of country alone. I did that, and that transferred to who I was becoming as a person, and someone that works hard, right? This funny picture of me hookah lounge. And I started to have so many meetings every single day, like tons. I was making thousands of dollars in Stripe. Had my first 12K week, which was awesome, and had so many different meetings and so many things, full calendars. Went to Dubai, had demo calls up my ass. I made tens of thousands of dollars, and like multiple 5 figures, so much. And I was like, holy cow, this is real. I'm doing this online. This is insane. And that's slowly transitioning to who I am and who I'm becoming now, which I'm moving to Barcelona soon. That's the place I got. And starting to work out way more, focus on my health, focus on my business, focus on my work. And it's crazy how you can go from someone that's a gamer degenerate that has nothing going for them in their lives, that was gambling and partying and doing so many silly things that had no benefit to my life whatsoever, all the way to where I am now, working on my business, working on myself, focusing on what actually matters. All this came from taking risks and putting myself out there and joining communities and paying for groups and paying for mentorships and buying courses. Like, all of that led to me where I am today. And I'm so grateful that I get to live life freedom. I can wake up whenever I want, make, a bunch of money, go travel where I want. I'm literally just booked a flight to Barcelona. I'm super excited. I'm going to live there for a few months. Like, I have these options now, and I'm no longer trapped in that hell, that cycle. And the only way you can do that is if you step out of your comfort zone and start focusing on what actually matters to you long term. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're an agency owner and you want to scale your agency like I did to have 12K weeks, 4.5K days, then I want you to book a call with me below. And if you enjoyed this video, there's a button for that, the like button. I have new videos coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. Yeah, without further ado, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.